Kholood Khair, the last time you were on the show, you did not mince words when it came to Abdalla Hamdok. What's your opinion of him after the events of the last 24 hours?
I think he did the right thing. I think it became very obvious that he wasn't able to exercise his roles and his duties within the executive space that he was allowed following the coup. I think it's pretty clear now that the transitional period ended on the 25th of October, the day of the coup itself. And so essentially he was part of a puppet regime that was, designed to sort of sanitize what the coup regime had been doing since the 25th, and arguably even before then. And so now that that fig leaf is removed, he has enabled a better discussion to take place. And that discussion isn't whether or not he should be given more time or whether or not he will stay or go. Those are sort of distractions. The real conversation is what to do now to ensure that the military goes back to the barracks and a proper transition can take place.
A proper transition can take place, but we have had lots of reactions saying this was the conduit to make the military perhaps go away quietly. I can read to you, for instance, the tweet put out by the UK's junior minister in charge of Africa policy, Vicky Ford, saying she's deeply saddened. He was serving Sudan and its people. Millions have raised their voices since the 25th of October coup to demand civilian rule. So the idea being, again, that this was a way to make things happen without a bloodbath.
No, with all my respect to international diplomats working on Sudan, I think there's been a rather lazy telephone diplomacy that has been taking place in terms of the way that the Sudanese and foreign relationships have been working. And what Hamdok served to do was to sort of, present them with a sort of a justified way of saying that there is a transition taking place, even when everything on the ground suggested otherwise. And so now that he's gone, that sort of narrative can no longer hold. And that's something that should be celebrated, because it allows us to have a meaningful conversation, even with the international community, about what steps need to be taken next, provided that they listen to the right quarters from the pro-democracy movement.